Hi and welcome to part 21 of how to build an e-commerce website using Django and Vue.js. Today I'm going to make it possible to send automatic PDF receipts to the customers, and you can also print PDFs in the admin interface. But first I just want to fix a bug from the last episode, because if I go to a product that doesn't have any reviews, you will get this error. And this is because inside the models.py, where I do this, you can't divide 0 by 0 because the total is 0 and the count is 0. So here I can check that if self.reviews.count is greater than 1, then greater than 0, else return 0 or 1 and refresh. And now this is better, but stars 0 is also not good. So up here we can check that first, if product get rating equals 0, then we just say no ratings yet, else, oops, sorry, and if, like that. So now we'll show the no ratings yet if there are no stars, and if I go in here into the shower product, I will still see 2.7. Perfect. So now we can go ahead and start installing the software we need to generate the PDFs. I want to use something called XHTML to PDF. This can take HTML and generate a PDF based on this. You install it by running pip install -pre, because I used Python 3. We need this version, and XHTML to PDF, and hit enter. Okay, when that's ready, I can just run the server again, so I have it running in the background. The first thing I want to do is to go into Visual Studio Code, and inside order I want to create a new folder, templates, and in here I create a new template called order pdf.html. First I add the doc type, HTML, and the head, title, order PDF. I don't think this will be showing anywhere. Style, type, text/CSS. I want to set the default size to the body, font size 14 pixels. Okay, I can just wrap it up for now and come back to the styling. Below here, create a body, div class wrapper, just to wrap everything in a HTML element. H1, invoice, and I want to show the number or the order ID. H2, shipping address, paragraph, order.first name, this is the one who order.last name, break line, order.address, break line, order.zip code, and order.place. Below here I want a table with the products. Table, I want to set the cell padding to 0, cell spacing to 0. The HTML is quite primitive, but this is because adding all the styles to this will just make it very hard to generate the PDF. So it's not going to look very great, but at least it's working. TR class head, TD, this can be empty, TD name, TD quantity, TD total, sorry, forgot one here, TD price. And below here I want to loop through all the items in the order for item in order.items.all. and for tr class item td. Here I want to show the thumbnail. First I need to check if it exists. If item.product.thumbnail.url. If so, I want to insert it in src. I need to add the address for the server here. When we go to the production, you want to change this, because if not, the PDF won't find it. And then I just paste in the URL. I want to set the width to 40, so it's not too big. And then I can close this. You don't have to have the thumbnail there if you don't want to. I just like that it's more clear what the product is. td item.product.title td item.product.price td item.quantity td item.price. And then below here I want the footer to show the total. tr class footer td can be empty td call span 3 total td order.paid amount, like that. And maybe I can just add a sol kjets, which is the name of my store. P, thanks for ordering from us, and save. Perfect. So then I can go into the views.py in the order to create the functions I need for this. First I need to import from IO, import bytes IO. This should be default with Python. And then I need the render function, and I need a get object or 404. Also need to import the login required decorator from django.contrib.auth.decorators import login required from django.template.loader import get template. Need this to load a template in the back end, and I need to make it possible to response with the HTTP response. Import HTTP response, and then I need to import a function called Pisa from XHTML to PDF. From XHTML to PDF import Pisa or Pisa, I don't know. From .models import order, and then I can create the function to render the PDF. Def render to PDF. It takes a template source and a context dictionary. It can be default to empty so it doesn't crash. Template equals get template. Pass in the template source. HTML equals template dot render. So you use this function and pass in the context dictionary. Results equals bytes IO. PDF equals pisa.pisa document. Bytes IO HTML.encode ISO 8859-1. You might be able to use UTF-8, I'm not quite sure. And pass in the result like that. From this I should get a return. If not, pdf.error. Just want to check that there are no errors. Return result.getValue. This is a string of the whole contents of the PDF. If not, I just return none. Perfect. So then I can create the view for this. Before I continue, I just want to say thanks to my Patreons, because I need to be able to call a view from the admin interface. And this should require the login required. Def admin order PDF request order ID. If request.user is super user, I want to check that no other users who are authenticated can access this. Order equals get object or 404. Order pk equals order ID. PDF equals render to PDF. So now we call this function. We pass in order pdf.html, which we just created. And the contact dictionary is just order, and pass in this order we got from the database. Again, we check that we get the data back if PDF response equals HTTP response. Pass in the data. Set content type equals application/PDF. Content equals attachment. File name equals %s.pdf. And then order ID. So the name will be the order ID. Order ID.pdf. Response equals, no, response on the list content disposition equals content. This will make it download. Return response. And if not, I just say return HTTP response not found. No one should find this site anyway, so it can just stay this way. And then I need to go to the URLs to import this. urls.py. And up here I say from apps.order.views import admin order PDF. Can append it below here, path admin/admin order PDF. Add integer called order ID. Pass in the view and give it a name admin order PDF and save. So what I want to do now is to make it possible to log into the admin interface. Admin and then my password. Orders, and I want a button here so I can download the PDF and look at it at my computer. To do this, I need to go into order/admin.py and create a function here. Def order PDF, pass in the object, return mark safe to make it possible to add HTML, href. This is a formatting from Django. PDF dot format reverse, so I can get the URL to the admin order PDF page. Admin order PDF, which is the name of the view. Args object.id, like that. And then I want to give it a description name to show in the admin interface. PDF. Title, I can show you where this goes. Then save. But I need to import one thing from django.utils.safestring import mark safe. I need to import this function. And then I just need to scroll down here. And at the end I add order PDF save. No errors. If I refresh now, I do get an error. Admin order PDF yet arguments not found. Okay, sorry, I think I forgot this one. Refresh. And now I have this. If I click this, name result not found. Okay. Sorry about that. It should be a result. I added an S that shouldn't be there. Just go back and refresh again. Name response. Sorry for the typos. Response. Refresh again. Download. And now I got it. So it doesn't look very good. The font size was incredibly big. Sorry. Okay, I can just close it for now. Go back to the template. Order PDF. 14 pixels. That's more correct. Can try again. Yes, that's better. But now I just want to style this table a little bit. So up here in the style, I want to add some styling to the table. So I say tr.head and select the TDs inside. Padding top 10 pixels, padding bottom 10 pixels, font size 18 pixels, font weight bold, and background color F9, F9, F9. You can also add this to the footer, tr footer td, but I want the font size for the footer to be smaller, so here I say font size 14 pixels, and I want some space for the rest as well. tr.item td, padding top 3 pixels, padding bottom 3 pixels, font size 14 pixels. Save. So if I refresh now, try to download one more, go into it, and now it looks a little bit better. So I noticed the image isn't showing. That is because this slash shouldn't be there. Save, and then I can close, refresh, create a new one, and now there's a little thumbnail showing which product I have bought. So then the next step is to make it possible to send this PDF when we order. So if I go into Visual Studio Code and open up cart/webhook.py, first I need to import a new email function from Django. From django.core.mail import email multi alternatives, and I need to import this function here. So I say from apps.order.views import render to PDF, and below here where we send the previous email, just want to comment out these because we don't need them anymore. I want to change this. First I create a subject variable, order confirmation, and then the from email equals no reply at soulgadgets.com, to equals copy from last time, those two, text content equals your order is successful, and the HTML content, I can just copy this, HTML content equals render to string, and then I get the PDF equals render to PDF, order PDF.html, order we already have up here, perfect, and then we create a new message, MSG equals email multi-alternatives, subject text content from email and 2. So we need to change a little bit on how we send the HTML. You need to say msg.attach alternative HTML content text/HTML. And to send the PDF, we can say if PDF, just to check that it's okay. Name is order underscore %s dot PDF percentage order dot ID msg dot attach name and the PDF content application/PDF. And when that's finished, we can say msg.send and save. So now this should work, and when you get the order, the email will be sent to you who own the website and a copy to the one who ordered. You get the PDF that looks like the one you download here. And that was it for this part. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you like it, please click like below, share it with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. See you next time.